Hey there, party people. TGIF, right? It is Friday, gotta get the ball on Friday. TGIF, I dance on Fridays sometimes. Friday. Oh, gotta play that Bullet Brawl on Friday. It's been a long day, a lot of work. So, not the normal Friday, but what is normal is we are going to have a ton of fun, and we have a ton of challenges already here waiting for me. Y'all have been ready and waiting patiently to get your game on in today's Bullet Brawl. Super excited to have you. Thanks for being here. Definitely going to be an educational Bullet Brawl today because I want all of you leaving satisfied, fully satisfied, Snickers level satisfied. No more divas around here. We're going to play and then we're going to go over those games and try to learn something every single time. Except for when I inevitably decide to play somebody and I really want to get to 2700 again. But anytime I play a member, a fan who is in the Chess TV chat or joining us via the Twitch chat, we will have some analysis to go with it. So let's try to start with those who've been here longest and been waiting. We will start with GM. We got GM Math. No, G Math. So we'll play c5. I feel like maybe I should play e5 depending on the rating of my opponent to sort of help out with their repertoire, because I think likely there's a decent chance that that they'll have a more prepared repertoire against e5, but who knows? Play a dragon. My man will be going in for a Yugoslav attack. Thank you, New Plato, for following our channel. Check the Twitch chat, see if we got any subs in here. I see we got Slash Pants. I offered subs the first chance at a game, but Slash Pants he said no, thank you. He's at work. He's actually working. I mean, that's a big deal, right? Apparently, he just turns on the Bullet Brawl in the background to listen to the obnoxious sounds of Danny Rensch. Go figure. What am I playing here? Why is he not down on time yet? What is this? What is these shenanigans? A lot of challenges coming in here. Oh, it's 1-1. Cool. That's all right. 1-1 is okay. You know, we've talked about this before. Anybody who tries to sneak in like a 3-0 challenge, it gets a little irritating, a little too long. But 1-1 is okay, a little bit longer than we would normally have it, but it's allowing for a slightly higher quality game right now. So that's a bonus, right? He probably could have gotten away with taking that pawn on a7, and he did not do it. Rook b7, the queen comes back and guards. The black is still better, but I miscalculated that one. In the immediate sense, I miscalculated it. Going to keep my big center together. Going to defend the d5 pawn. This will have to be some real technique because I'm actually down on time here, and going to have to win with the extra pawn that I have. Shouldn't be too tall of a task, actually. Should not be too tall of a task to win with the extra pawn in this game. Using the c-file to win another pawn. And now we need to get that knight into the game. Centralizing. No board in trading into the rook ending. The knight is so centralized, no reason to go give a check and take on b3. Just keep the technique rolling. Centralized rook and knight. Something we enjoy. We as in the golem that lives inside of me. We as in me and my precious. He can actually take a4 now. But I'll play rook a2 and still would have been up 2 pawns. So still winning, yeah? Yeah. Okay. 1-1. This is like somehow this Bullet Brawl feels really relaxed today. I almost feel like I'm on a chess brawl show. The only thing missing is some techno music and an alcoholic beverage, right? I just feel like so calm. that's like Eric Hansen's thing. Is like that he's just like cooler than the other side of the pillow, right? Just a cool cat, and never gets riled up, except for when he starts cursing like crazy, which is not really. Anyway, we don't. Unfortunately, we don't always let all of our emotions show on the chess TV shows, but the Chess Broad channel does. Any hooters. I'm going to try to mate him. I'm going to play h5 and h4. How would there be... What would be the fastest way to mate? Delicioso. What would be the fastest way to mate? Okay. Won by resignation. For the record, he's actually stalemated in this current position, so if he had played this, and I make some mistake like this, all of a sudden he might be drawing. Right? Look at that. Rook takes g6 check, and if I take it, it's stalemate. I did see it, though, so if he had gone check, I probably would have just blocked with the knight and let the king out. Right now that he has a square, no more problems, man. So as the challenges come in, want to thank everybody who's here. Grandmaster to be, I see you, buddy. I see Nav, PN04, Mostafa, Blue Gal. I see you all see yourself on the show, okay? So the challenges can continue to roll in. But as I said, we'd like to do some analysis today. So we start out with a Sicilian Dragon. Now, you actually played a move order that is frowned upon in higher level circles. I love saying that term, frowned upon. It's not illegal, like, you know what, on an airplane, hashtag hangover reference, but it's just frowned upon. So bishop c4 is not a terrible move, but it's frowned upon. And one of the reasons is I can actually immediately already play knight to g4 and hit the bishop and start to create some dysfunction in regards to how you'll defend things. One example is if you move the bishop, I play queen here, and you're already under the gun. So not going to get into all of that, but it's not ideal. And in fact, after queen to d2, now I really was just kind of playing too fast, and I think I was checking in with the subs at the time. But really, knight to g4 now is also really good for me, and it creates problems where you're going to lose this dark square bishop. If you lose that dark square bishop for anybody but my dark square bishop, you have failed in the Yugoslav attack. So in the future, buddy, play bishop to c4, but then, you can play this line, but you got to play f3 first. You got to play f3 to protect the knight from coming into g4. It also is just a very good strengthening move, and then it helps you with the future of your attack here. Okay. So, colors. Anyway, so after I got knight to g... Oh, no, I didn't play knight g4. That's right, because you got bishop h6 in the game. You got a pretty normal dragon. Knight takes c6 is also frowned upon because you're just opening the b file and strengthening my control over the center. Okay? Again, what you're doing is you're playing what you know best in the Yugoslav attack, and you know this is the best way to play against the dragon, but there's still just a lot of little things to learn about proper move orders and stuff, and against a more ruthless opponent, you would have been punished much faster. So here, one trick to be aware of, I took this pawn kind of aggressively, thinking, what the heck? You might have been able to play bishop to b3 and trap my rook. Always keep that trick in mind. For those of you who haven't seen that trick before, if somebody captures a pawn on b2 with the rook and you have a chance to stop it, to trap it in there, either with a bishop or sometimes a knight, you kind of close in a cage, it may force me to sacrifice the exchange later because my rook is just lost. So bishop to b3 was another chance for you as we get back into the game. Queen a5, bishop takes g7, bishop b3, bishop a6. So now you're really just down a pawn here. I played rook to b8. As I said, I think you probably could have taken. GM Math wants to know in the chat if he played good for a 1289. Of course you played good for a 1289. You played phenomenal chess for a 1289, honestly. Seriously, you did. I think at a certain point here, you start to get a little bit excited about your time advantage, if you were honest about it, but forgetting that it's 1-1 and thinking, oh my gosh, I might beat Danny Rensch in a Bullet Brawl on time, because sometimes he does that when he's being an idiot and just talks too much. Hashtag noted. But you should have just continued to try to play your best quality chess and not got too worried about my time. if you had taken this pawn and I have to play rook to b7, because if I take your knight, you win my rook, and then you go back. Again, you're still worse here, but it's not nearly as big of an advantage for me as it was before. I'm not even sure what the proper plan is here. c5, c4 or something. Maybe slide my queen over anyway. I don't know. But that would have been your last and kind of best chance. So we'll kind of leave it at that. When you didn't take your chance to get the pawn back in the game, it was kind of just a matter of technique. Solidified my rook and knight, and the game continued. So just going to take a quick break to check in on the chat. Slash Pants confirms. He just puts it on in the background for the accents, hoping that Uncle Sasha comes through and I just start trancing Uncle Sasha, and before you know it, we are obviously here from Russia. I came here all the way for Danny's show. Uncle Sasha is in the house. Spasiba. Anyway, everyone else who's here in the Twitch chat, Acid Device, Skarnky, Rope Stop. I see you guys are also on chess.com, also sending in challenges. Try to get you guys a game. Check in on the Chess TV chat. Grandmaster Chessmaster 1209 wants me to accept his challenge. Where aren't you special? Everybody wants me to accept their challenge. No, I'm kidding. I will try. My first reaction to most things is simply to be cruel, and I don't know what that is. I mean, I think it's why I do well on Twitter. Because my first reaction is to troll things. It's actually not true. I kid. I kid in this show. Saf Tarek has a question. He says the console is used for system messages like events, commands. If you want to chat, go to the chat tab. Okay, he's just helping somebody learn the usernames and have some fun. So thanks everybody for being here. Let's go. Let's take on Grandmaster to B. He's also been here from the beginning. In the beginning. This is a 2161, and I think this is a 1-0 game. So this is a little bit different, a little bit faster of a pace, right? Grandmaster to be is trying to get that upset. Playing a 1 minute game and playing a little faster than me right now. And that's life. Again, a bit of a lag. A bit of a lag here for some strange reason. Probably because I'm streaming and playing Bullet, and for some reason it seems to be on my end. When you're moving kind of instantly, but you're getting down on time, it just seems weird, right? This is a common trick, a common trap in this line that I will show Grandmaster to be after this. That's why I took with the king and not the bishop. Was to leave my queen in this position as you see now. So many options here. Check there. I guess I'll give this check. There truly are a lot of options in that scenario. Biggest issue with him playing that is now his c2 pawn is weak. Probably was not his best, actually, to do that. But anyway, this is just a tough position for white after he's already kind of fallen for that trap. So it is a tough one for white, and I will show Grandmaster to be what he can learn from this game, how he can truly become a Grandmaster to be. Right? I love saying funny things about the usernames. I don't know why. Because I have the maturity of a 5-year-old and the facial hair of a, as I've said, a stunted Caucasian teenager. But the A-pawn is strong. The force is strong with this one, kids. Boom, boom. It's over. Yo, Adrian, it's over. All right, what? That wasn't even a Rocky accent, Danny. That was pathetic. I don't even know what to do. I don't even know what to do sometimes with my life. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go take that rook, and then we pre-move on the light squares. Hashtag pro tip. Pre-move on the light squares, and the bishop can do nothing to you. Light square pre-move means you don't even have to worry about whatever move they've played. So it's a good pro tip. It's over, but he's just choosing not to resign, so I will just pre-move my way to another victory, another pawn victory. No checkmates yet, right? No ringing of the bell. Is he gonna let me ring his bell? He'll probably resign right before checkmate, just to avoid that bell ringer. Oh no, he did it. He wanted to get his bell rung. Okay, you can ring it yourself since you went. Come on, reach through the computer, ring the bell. Whenever people get checkmated, they get their bell rung. Thank you. Come again. Okay, so this was an interesting one from Grandmaster to be. As we said, he wanted to show up and get a big win, but as I said, as you know.
Not in my house.
That's right. You tell him, Dikembe.
Not in my house.
That's right. That's right. Okay, so we have a Sicilian, and again here we have a dragon. This time a more accurately played Yugoslav attack. So our last player, GM mathy guy, 1289, can learn from playing F3 earlier, as Grandmaster to be did. In this position, Grandmaster to be could have played Bishop C4, and we would have had a direct transposition to the first game in today's show. So that, again, just helps that member understand a little more about it. So here we have a main line, and one of the ways that Black tries to punish or take advantage of the fact that White hasn't put the bishop on C4 with the extra control is to play D5. But of course, D5 has its drawbacks, one of them being that in the main line, White actually wins a pawn. Now, White has won a pawn, but has also opened up lines against the king. So what I'm doing here is I'm sort of summarizing for you the philosophical battles between each player. The theoretically best move here after queen to c7 is to play the move queen to c5, not queen takes a8. Now, after queen to c5, I don't want to trade queens. I'm down a pawn, right? So I have two moves. I can play queen to b7 or queen to b8. They both immediately attack the b2 pawn, and they both try to create scenarios where you get a position kind of like this. You know, Black is going to be trying to attack for the rest of the game on the open lines, and there are a lot of tactics, and White is going to be defending and hoping to be up a pawn. So without being super accurate or getting super complicated in terms of the theory, that's kind of the basic idea. Queen to b7 is the same for Black. The only difference is that after queen to b7, I also have this move coming to b8. So it seems like I can get a little bit of a faster attack, but there are also other advantages of the queen being on b8 and some lines where the queen can kind of pop out to different diagonals. So again, I'm just sort of summarizing for those of you who are advanced enough and kind of appreciate the sort of summary of the idea, and this is what White should do. I've actually had this line prepared pretty deeply for White and was prepared to play it a lot when I was still a professional player. But in practical games, no matter how much I convince myself I could play like an engine, because the engines love White here. The engines say White is just winning here, right? It's really a tough position to play for White, even in long time controls, but especially in rapid time controls, because Black's pressure, he just brings the noise, and it is just never fun. So my personal advice is that this line, where you're just taking on d5, is honestly like not the greatest line. I think the bishop d4 lines, move 12, bishop d4, are the best variations for White in the 9d5 Yugoslav attack. So you can make note of that if you care what the many faces of Iron Man today has to say. But you took, and so again, and then you took here, which this is actually playable. It is playable for White, but just not that great. And you saw firsthand one of the tricks in this line is that I'm threatening c2, and if you play bishop d3, I have this move queen to e5 with a fork. For the record, even if you had taken on f5 here, I can't take here and then win because I get checkmated. That's a trap that you have to be careful of if you're Black. But I can just take here and then get you to stop the d file, and then I can take here. So that it is still a trap for Black, but it is interesting to note that. Quick little way that I could lose quickly. Fun little tactic. But in the game, what did you do? You played... What did you do? You moved the bishop back, and I took here, and then we gave a little check, right? And the king moves, and I came up, and then you took here. I'm just kind of remembering the game, and then you guarded this, and I backed up to kind of renew this threat. And you did your best to defend, but really white has already lost, right? You can't compete with the queen in the open board, right? 2 rooks can battle with the queen if the king is totally safe, if the 2 rooks are coordinated, and there's pawns that the rooks can kind of gang up on. This position, the queen is just going to have a field day, gobbling up pawns, and once I won the A pawn, this guy was passed. And that is the quick summary of this game. So, moving back to the games, obviously we have a lot of challenges here. Again, thank you everybody for being here. I want to go say hi to everybody in the chat, because it's always fun. Most common after king takes f8, rook d2, if I'm not mistaken. You are right, Halvard. It is the move that also avoids that trap. It avoids that queen e5 trap, so good for you. What do we say? Somebody says Komodos are the coolest animal. You know, I went to the zoo recently with my kids, and they had a Komodo dragon there, and I learned all these facts about Komodos. Like, they are super scary. They eat their own young, right? So, like, you know that when a Komodo is first hatched, one of the things that it does immediately is race up a tree. And they're just born with this instinct that their mom is gonna kill them and eat them. I mean, how freaky is that, right? For some reason, that really did a number on me. I don't know why. Maybe I have, you know, it's my issues with my mother, right? Subconscious coming up. Thanks, Freud. But it scared me to know that the Komodo dragon's mom is just gonna eat him, and they're born knowing that, and they just run up a tree and get away from everybody. So I thought that was freaky, along with the fact that they're just super dangerous animals. So I agree. Komodos are pretty BA. What's up, Table 59? Saying hi. Go to the Chess TV chat. What's going on in here? How am I today? I'm doing okay, eDog99. Like I said, a lot going on in the world of chess.com. This was a difficult show to pull off. I have probably another couple hours of work with some projects and emails right after the show, so it was a little bit difficult to jump in here today, but we're having a blast. Iron Man sucks. Wash your mouth out. Can we mute Plunder My Blunder? No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to mute you for your bias against a superhero, but Iron Man is one of the best superheroes. You go shut your pie hole. Have I ever played against a world champion? I've played Carlsen and Kasparov and Vichy Anand, but all in either fun games or like played Kasparov in a simul and whatever. But I haven't. I have not played any of them in an OT. I've never played a world champion in an OTB rated game, an over-the-board rated game, so the answer is no. Cubby is really glad that I support Iron Man. You're welcome. And how's my podcast going? Thanks for asking. I love the podcast. Did you catch yesterday's episode? If you haven't caught blunders.fm, go to blunders.fm and check out my podcast. It's not more than 100 alerts in the corner. It's 587 alerts. Yeah. I have a problem. And it's called procrastination. Okay, so we got a whole bunch of other people here waiting. Let's do it. I don't even know who to take on anymore. Everybody here, I love you. I look for subscribers on Twitch. So this is really kind of one of their favorite shows, our Twitch audience. Although these days the Twitch audience is kind of the same audience on Chess TV. They just like to rock the dual chat. I don't know. But always look for subscribers to play. But right now I'm gonna take on a let's take on this premium member right here. I tried to take him on, but it didn't work, so let's take on this guy. Azure Purity. We'll play e5. Let's mix it up a little bit. If I don't play the same opening, that allows me to give you more instruction, because I'm not just getting the same Sicilian over and over again. Yeah, we'll play this line. Okay. Rekordovka. Нет. D5. Пьет. Right? That sounds like Kasparov. All right. This is like reverse Scotch, actually, right? I do not believe white has the best opening approach here. Да. I play E4. Uncle Sasha is back, apparently. Sometimes Uncle Sasha comes here, and I did not even invite him to take over, but Uncle Sasha, he never needed an invite. Did I need an invite to leave Russia and go to Ukraine? No, absolutely not. Uncle Sasha goes where he wants. Did I need an invite to go back to Russia from Ukraine? No. Did I need an invite to... I don't know, just thinking of more inappropriate things to say. Oh, man. Getting politically incorrect up in this B. Boss Town. Let's go for a mating net. Let's go for a mating net, right? A rather nice little mating net here with the knight. Slide a queen over, actually grab the e-file. Maybe play queen c4. Absolutely, isn't it right? Isn't it right? Nice. He's got to play queen d3, and I'm going to play rook e8. Yeah, right. It's going to be mate on e1 if he goes back with it, right? Okay, he knows it. So he's trying to avoid the inevitable here, and I respect that so much. I'm still trying to deliver an absolutely nasty little mate. I want to ring that bell yet. Oh, okay, I didn't ring the bell. I was preparing to ring the bell, but hashtag no bell ringer. So here we have e5, and we have an Italian game, technically, right? Bishop to c4. Now, you learned a valuable lesson here. As I don't even know. Why do I try to read? I don't know. Azure purity. The valuable lesson that you learned is that the next step in your opening knowledge evolution and your chess knowledge evolution is to move past development for development's sake and learn some more aggressive theory. There's nothing wrong with knight to c3, and this has of course been played by grandmasters and all that stuff. But most of the time, when you see this type of development, rather than the more modern ways to play the Italian, things with c3 in here, things with d3, protect the pawn, but keep c3 open for the pawn, is because those flexible approaches with the pawn allow you to be a little more aggressive and try to kind of impose your will on the center. White wants to get a space advantage. So knight to c3 is just a developing move. You're developing to get all your pieces in the game, which is fantastic. But notice I'm not trying to do the same thing and just copying you. I'm playing a different move with an aggressive intention, either to remove the knight and put pressure here, or, as you played in the game with d3, gives me the opportunity to strike with d5. Now, when this opens up, black is getting the center. Because you took all the way, I'm getting the bishop pair. And, you know, the structural transition favors black, not only because my d-file is very nice here, very nice, but also because I have this pawn majority on the king side with f5 coming. And this is really similar to variations that can be achieved in the Scotch. Let me pop over to one of the analysis boards that I have open just for this purpose. So in the Scotch, there's lines that, well, okay. One of the moves people play sometimes in the Scotch is d6. It's not a very good move. It's a passive move. It blocks the bishop. But after I play bishop b5 and you go here and I get castled, you know, you develop and I develop. This sort of position here can happen a lot. Takes, you take, and I take. And if you take a look at the structure, with white having the open d-file, the better center pawn as compared to yours, and this duo over here, it looks very similar to what you see here, except that I'm black. So anyway, you're just a little worse out of the opening. And so what is my recommendation for you? Well, learn something a little more accurate than just knight c3. And or you can play knight c3, but even moves here include things like knight to d5, castles, because I'm not actually threatening to take and take here. If I do, bad things can happen. Among them, you might even be able to do a little check, you know, get down tonight, something like that. So that's all. It's not that you're just losing, but you're just kind of worse in the opening after I'm able to expand in the center, and you've played a passive development for development's sake idea. And I've said this a lot, so I don't like repeating my cliches or the little, every coach has their little phrases they like to say, because to them it sort of represents a change in thinking that they want their students to make. So one of the things I say is don't develop plans, don't develop pieces, develop plans. And we read between the lines, obviously a plan involves all the pieces. A plan involves using your pieces in a coordinated manner to achieve a goal. So if you read between the lines, a plan always includes developing your pieces and using them, but you're thinking about it from the end rather than, let me just get all my pieces out and get castled. Now I feel warm and cozy. Okay, let's figure out what's going on. What's going on is, against a better player, you're already much worse. So you should be developing your plan as you develop rather than get developed and then expect the plan to be there. So I know I've said that before for those who watch a lot of the shows, but it's important because everybody reverts back to that sort of basic fundamental thinking, let me just get developed. As soon as they play a stronger player who plays an opening they don't know, everybody reverts back to it. So I end up saying it a lot, and you really shouldn't. You should challenge yourself early to kind of, what is going on? You know, what's the strategical nature of this position? What do I want to do? What's my plan? And then develop with a purpose rather than just for getting pieces out. So you're already in big trouble here. I mean, honestly, against a strong player, you're just in big trouble. I'm playing e4, and I mean, even if you play h3 and see it, I might play h5 or something. I don't know. It's just going to be a ton of fun. But you play bishop a3, and I get e4, and okay, you do kind of save the piece, but this is just a wide open, you know, a wide open king, right? Should we do it? Wide open spaces, yeah. Dixie chicks have made a mistake. You didn't know I had it like that, did you? He needs new faces. He knows the highest. She knows. What is it? What is it? What is she even? What are the Dixie chicks even saying? Like, ever, right? Wide open spaces, yeah. Room to make a big mistake. She needs new faces. She knows the high thing. She knows the highest thing. Or something like that. I don't know. All right, we have a blunder. We have blundered. Uncle Sasha come back. And moment the sheepka is made. Uncle Sasha come back. All right, Uncle Sasha don't like play these crappy positions the American Danny does. Uncle Sasha likes to win. So he is here when we are winning. Uncle Sasha only plays one type of chess. And this is crashing your face chess. I would love to sack, but I'm not going to sack it. I'm going to attack it. Duh. Things get really weird here. We already have a resignation. Reindeer. Red deer. What are you doing here? Okay, in all seriousness, this is very easy mistake to make in Blitz, but good player always punish you for it. You cannot play the move c5 before preventing my knight from popping in here. It's just simply not good. As my good friend Roman Djindjihashvili would say, such moves land you in Siberian prison. Okay, with only 2 meals a day, and neither one of them is a sandwich. If you've had a great sandwich from Subway, I love the American restaurants. Love me a good sandwich from Subway. But okay, so this one, c5, you are just lost. It is that simple. But if you play a6, okay, we have game. Okay, if you play a6, we have game. I play con f3, c5, fierce d2, I con c6, I chop Delina Rakorovka. It's a game. Alright, you cannot play this way. Let's go another one. You cannot play this one. I will play I'm fast. We will see who is fast. We will see who is fast with this guy. Come on, I'm fast. Uncle Sasha is here. Uncle Sasha is in the house. And he is pre-moving. When I learned chess in Russian school, actually Soviet school, I should clarify, I'm not actually Russian really, I'm Soviet. And there is a difference. I learned Russian chess in Soviet chess school with Mikhail Botvinnik himself. And I learned that you should never ever play passive center here. I'm going to launch checkmate attack like nobody's business. Like that guy who does the big attack. I forget his name. Okay. We keep closed. Help our attack here, possibly. I actually do not know, but I do love this idea. This is gonna be a fun one, yeah? Duh. This is gonna hurt, right? Ouchie. What is this, the big guy, the big fat guy, what does he say? The Chris Farley, the Tommy boy, he says, "Aye, That's gonna leave a mark, right? Duh. That's what the big fat guy says. He's so funny. I love that guy. Every one of his movies. The Tommy Boy, the sheep who was black, all of these ones. All of these ones from this guy, this American guy who's so funny. Here's my favorite. Here's my favorite, this guy, the Farley. So, he has other ones. The ninja one, underrated. Underrated movie, this American ninja who goes to the California. This is crazy. I keep position closed. I would like to sack on G4. Hey, he did not even make me have to do this. I just open it up. This is good enough for me. If it's good enough for you, it's good enough for me. Why can't we all get along? These sort of things. John Lennon talked about this one. He did. But the Chris Farley, and then he had his guy, the skinny guy, his friend. This one. He's not nearly as funny as the big guy. But okay. I enjoyed these movies. Uncle Sasha enjoyed them. Okay, so now we back up. And we were through. This is, it's just passive. He gives me center, and this is very difficult to deal with after this, actually. No reason play D3, or even E3 knight G2, I guess. I love kind of like going into like that where like you're just making noises as Uncle Sasha, and it makes people just hit the mute button. Like what is wrong with this guy? Anyway, so in all seriousness, this is just a weird hedgehog, and I guess he was fast. He was fast. No, I'm kidding. I'm not trying to be sarcastic, but he's a good player and probably plays this sort of bullet opening a lot, but it's just not. Again, against stronger players, like unless you're Hikaru Nakamura, you can't get away with dubious openings every time. You give your opponent big center and all that stuff. So neither side has done anything super special besides develop, but he was playing all these moves really fast. But again, like this is just kind of ugly. I don't even know if I need to play bishop g4 and launch this sort of idea of bringing in the queen and bishop battery. But it was kind of fun. You know, possibly I should just continue to develop. I'm not worried about things like h3. You sort of induce these moves, and then you'll just come back and then gives you a target later on. But if I put the knight here, maybe he fixes his mistake with d4 and denies my pony the square. So who knows? Either way, black is doing well, and I just think it's a passive opening. So after, you know, queen to d7 and what was played, let's back that thing up. We get queen to d7, bishop h3. I saw this opportunity to bring the heat, to bring the noise into d3. Of course, there's probably other moves here after d4. I wondered if I could have done some things here, but it just instinctively, when you're ahead in the attack, keeping the position closed is just like the first thing you do. But if he was a little more accurate, he probably should have like taken and then played knight f4 immediately. Maybe tried to get some sort of counterplay. My opponent, unfortunately, made kind of the dubious decision that he was going to also close his attack. But if you're in a closed position versus closed position, and one, I'm several moves ahead in the race, and two, I'm attacking your king and you're attacking, you know, positional aspects of the formation, usually it's a recipe for disaster. So that's all. Let's get back to exactly what the move order was when he did it. But I think c5 was kind of the last positional mistake everyone can learn from. I mean, after e4, play a3, stop my knight from coming into this square, recognize your own weaknesses before your opponent has a chance to execute against them, and don't close the position when you're losing the race. Sometimes I say things so fast, it's like I'm like breathing while talking. It's one of the things I do that I don't even understand that I'm doing. I'm the kind of person, I don't know if you guys can relate to this, who like, if my body didn't have to breathe, I would forget to do so, right? I'm not a breather. Like, hey, yo, can we get a pulse check on this guy? That's what this guy's doing here. All right, let's check back in with the Twitch chat. The people are here. Twitch Apple says, Bass, how low can you go? Death row. What a brother knows once again. Back is the incredible, the rhyme animal, the uncannibal, Dr. Public Enemy #1. He's just quoting rap lines, and I was just into it. Boom. Love that. The moment you have to mute when your parents walk by because Danny is saying inappropriate stuff. Oh, that's hilarious. I don't know what did I say that was racist. I didn't say anything that was racist. I didn't say anything that was racist. Now, you don't know what you're talking about. Is Naka the best Blitz player in the world? Yes, he is. And that is his psychological block against Magnus Carlsen is something that I can't even wrap my head around, because we have done so much analysis. Our cap system is goes much deeper than even what we publicize, and that's because it kind of walks the fine line between stuff we use in our algorithms all the time to detect cheating, and have even we've taken action against very, very strong title players, so people know that we are serious and mean business. And over time, the actions of the best players in the world playing on our site, they've all signed our NDA and actually been shown what we're capable of doing, is all the endorsement we need. So that's what I'm going to say on that. But we don't get into all the cap stuff, but I can tell you that Hikaru Nakamura plays so well in Blitz and Bullet chess. Our stats say that he shouldn't be able to play that well. He makes less blunders and plays higher level chess than Magnus and all of them on a consistent basis. He does things that if we didn't know Hikaru wasn't cheating, I mean, he's on camera. Like his 3-minute session against MVO, I mean, we know he's not cheating anyway, but like it was one of the most incredible things ever in last year's GM Blitz Battle Championship. His level of play reached thresholds that was just like phenomenal. So Hikaru Nakamura is he is out of this world good at Blitz and Bullet. Blah blah blah. I have no idea what you're talking about. Great, amazing Wolf, and I'm not even gonna respond to that. The King's Indian is legit, but a lot of people play anti-King's Indians. They play G3 King's Indians and other things, but the King's Indian is legit. It's lasted a long time. Any word on the Bane teaches chess openings? You're right. You're right. I was wondering which would break first, your pawn structure or your king side, right? I was wondering which you would develop first, Batman. Your knights or your bishops? What was the other one I was doing? Anyway, I do love I think I could have I should do a chess DVD series where Batman takes on Bane, right? Like, I was trying to attack in the darkness. And Bane's like, you always try to attack on the dark squares. But I was born on the dark squares, right? Batman, the difference is you tried to attack on the dark squares. I am a dark square. Will I be streaming on Twitch or doing it here on chess.com? Oh, you must be asking somebody else. Checked over on the Chess TV chat. Archimedes Chess. Naka has a personal enmity for Magnus, and that's a problem in my limited opinion. You may be right. Don't know. But I know that Hikaru, I'm always surprised by his bad score against Magnus. So, John Bartholomew is online. Is he in the live chess server? Tell him to come here now. Take on Uncle Sasha. Finzo905. He's likely doing lessons, though. Duh. I will challenge such player right now. How do I do that again? Yeah, this guy. I will challenge John to 1 min chess. But I would believe he is very busy. John Bartholomew is one of the most busy guys I know. He's a very busy guy. All right. Red Deer is spamming with "I love your accent, Danny. I love your accent, Danny." You know what? I hear you, buddy. I hear you. What accent? There is no accent at this point. There is only Zool, right? You know what I'm saying? All right, here we go. I challenge Finzo905, but again, I don't think he's coming this way, guys. We've got many different players in here. Master Leaf. Here we go. This is a bullet game. Here we go. This is a high-rated challenger here. I am gonna have to pick it up. The speed of the game is the most critical when play Master Leaf and such rated players. Because when I'm talking like this, and I have my accents going, I'm very, very often playing terrible moves. Like that one. I was not supposed to do that. I was supposed to defend the e5 pawn. Absolutely terrible chess I play. Absolutely terrible. But okay. I digress. Here we must just focus. That is it. Focus. I like my positional compensation despite my horrific blunders, because I have very good control over these squares. And he is not in such control of those squares. And now I'm gonna play this guy. I like that one. I like that one. Look at that relocation of the bishop. I'm gonna go checkmate this guy. I'm gonna go do it. Let's go get this guy. We are gonna bring that rook over here. Duh. But first we must double. Okay, so he is playing his way into some sort of positional edge disadvantage. Okay, I think I just go take this guy, huh? Duh. Go do it. Chop it. Okay, if he wants to make this trade, make this trade. I am not against this. Do it. Alright, let's bring my knight back in here. I like it. I love it. I want more of that Tim McGraw of it. Tim McGraw, this guy. I blundered. Did I blunder? Yay, yay, yay. I am such an idiot. I am truly the idiot that you thought I was. Okay, I make this one, I make this one, I trade this one. Why I do this? Oh no. He definitely should have traded queens. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. I found a way to lose completely winning game. Let's play again. I found a way to lose terrible chess. Okay, Uncle Sasha does not play such terrible moves. All right. It's always frustrating when you lose a winning game like that, because it makes you feel like the next game, no matter how good your position gets, you're just still upset about the last one. Because here I have the bishop pair, and I am very happy. I am happy as one of those cats, you know, the fat ones, the fat cats. That guy. That fat cat guy. I am as happy as that guy. Duh. But it does not work. Yes, exactly, because I had this other guy. But now he still gets a good one, huh? I messed it up again. How am I losing? I am losing so many good winning positions here. I cannot play with no time here. This is pathetic. I have to win these games, not lose easily winning positions. We will do it now. Somebody is texting me. The wifey? Not happening this time. I am not going to lose this time. Not going to blow this one. Or maybe I am. This is terrible. Terrible chess. Oh no. I guess I deserved that, huh? For trying to win. Oh my god. Oh man. Can he make me in 9 moves before it's over? Not sure. I lost on time? How is that possible? I was pre-moving up on time. My lag is terrible. That is just so weird. I don't understand that. I must have a slow connection to the server right now. I can't blame anything else though. I have absolutely blown multiple winning positions with pathetic chess moves. So there is nobody to blame but me as far as why this match has been the way that it has been. That is the truth. That didn't seem like the best idea ever. He gets stalemated. So lucky. That just happened. That just happened right there. That just happened. Whoa. That was a slight surprise. I feel like I have to pre-move here because of this really weird lag. I will take a pawn. See a pawn, I will take a pawn. What's he gonna do? I see. Try not to blow this one. Definitely feel like I need to just slow down a little bit with my moves. Playing a little too fast. Yep. Saw that coming. That was a silly one. Although that was kind of a less than ideal move for him, likewise. He got a little too excited about his attack, forgot about my battery. Probably the best move is to sack the exchange now. That move actually doesn't save the piece because I take here with the knight and then win the bishop. So, yeah, more challenges still coming in. I got to recover a little bit from the hole I dug myself in this series. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you feel like that's what I do. Come back through talking this and that. Give me all you got and don't hold back. Well, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No thanks to you, don't waste your time. No offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why, 'cause I'm happy. I don't know why I thought I could get away with that. That's crazy by me. I just cackled long into that rook on b2. That's hilarious. Seriously, that was awesome. And I think it's going to work out. By work out, I mean he can only go down the exchange, and that's fine. But still, that was pretty awesome. That was an awesome one, yeah? Yeah, it was. Because it worked out with the rook being trapped. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Give me all you got and don't hold back. I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. Now, every time I've been in a time scramble with this guy, I have lost. Somehow I'm going to lose again. I'm pre-moving. That's just so stupid. I don't understand what's going on. Someone's getting a lesson today on how to play terrible bullet chess. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a room. All right, we're going to turn things around right now. No more losing to this guy, winning positions. It's time to play faster than I have been. This will be fun. This will be weird fun. All kinds of weird fun with my exchange sack. Oh, can he really do that? Can he really take? I just don't think so. We're going to find out, though. I want to play queen f2, and I am going to play queen f2. Knight takes c3 was winning the exchange back, but I wanted more than the exchange back. I wanted to win the whole thing. I'm only going to get the exchange back here, but this is still kind of rough for him. Come on in. What's up?
Whew.
I'm in a chess TV show, by the way. So,
Are you?
yeah, you're about to be on camera.
All right.
Yeah. Just want to make sure you know what you're getting into.
I do.
All right,
Too
everybody.
bad I can't smell it in here.
I know. My aroma is strong. All right. One victory for the old man here, guys. This guy's good at pre-moving. I'll give him that. He lasts about as long as humanly possible. I mean, it's ridiculous. I'm going to make a prediction that Master Leaf doesn't win another game, and that this match only stops because he gives up. You want to quote me on that? Go ahead and do it, because that's how incredibly frustrated I am. But I'm harnessing it. I'm like a good Jedi, even though, according to Luke, the Jedi must end. I do not give in to fear or anger or hate. Okay. El Keckle. He is losing material now. This is the truth of this situation. We'll just play a3 and hold down the fort. Boom. That is called an intermezzo, my friends. One that he did not see coming. I want to checkmate him. That's the truth. I want to checkmate him. But the main thing I want is just to make sure I don't lose on time, since that has been his calling card, is to beat me on time. But again, not now. Somehow this guy just gets a lot of good pre-moves then, doesn't he? I don't really understand that little lag that's going on here with the games, but I don't know if you guys can see it. So I won't complain about it because I don't even know if you can see it, but it's weird. A baloney. Everybody loves the baloney. Everybody loves the baloney. He's picked up his speed. He's playing even faster than before, which is probably a good strategy by him. Best chance to get me down on time. Just playing some solid prophylactic chess there. That was my goal with that. I guess I'm going for this. I guess I'm going in. Indeed. Risky, but okay. Whoa. That's a thing? Wow, that's a strong move. I guess I'm not just going to beat him, am I? That was a shocker. Well, good for him for proving me wrong. Whoa, or did he just prove me wrong? He just made it himself. That was mind-blowing. Oh my gosh. My prediction holds true. Oh my gosh, that was crazy. That was absolutely nuts. Look how fast he's moving. It's like you can feel his anger. He's like giving into the dark side, like Anakin right now. You can feel his anger through the computer. That was awesome. I'm sorry, but that was just absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. That was just out of this world. That's like a GIF. That's like a GIF. I'm like about to resign and just admit all levels of defeat. And then that happens. That was just crazy. Wow. Bananas. Banana bonkers. He wants more. I told you, this train don't stop until he gives up. Banana bonkers. I just blundered and he didn't see it. E5 is winning in that position. Oh, once again, seems likely I will be proven wrong in my prediction. But maybe not. let's play here first. And now, can we do that? I'd love to do that. I guess I can't really, so I'm not, as much as I wanted to just sack there, I really couldn't, so I made the disciplined decision. I hate disciplined decisions. I hate them the most. Boom. Comba Nasi Own. Comba Nasi Own. Chekalina La Shlamba. He goes back. He goes back to old number 1, the first one he played. Happily, I return to this land where I won't just play h3 and give up the e5 pawn for those of you who have been here the whole time. Been playing this since I was a boy, right? When I was a boy, I had a dream. Really mean. Don't want to work for the milk or the bread, just want to play my guitar instead. When I was a boy, I had a dream. And the radio waves, they would come, kept me company. Uh-oh. Oh no, did I just seriously blunder? In those beautiful days, when there was no money, when I was a boy, I had a dream. When I was a boy, I had a dream. Do 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 do. Don't want to work for the milk or the bread, just want to play my guitar instead. When I was a boy, I had a dream. Oh, that was a blunder, yeah? When I was a boy, I had a dream. And the radio waves, they would come, kept me company. There's something really wrong with our bullet experience. I'm going to work on this. It really is a problem, yeah? This is a big problem. Something is very seriously leggy here. Thank you for joining us again, Uncle Sasha. Okay, and we go this way in the win pawn. This guy's tricky. I like it. I like his tricks. Oh, man. All right, we'll play again. This is weird. It's like one of those 93 scotches, except not really. I don't even know what's going on here. Kind of strange. Kind of strange, for sure. Try to work my way in on these squares. Try to work my way in. Well, not going well so far. It's just not going well so far. Not sure he realized that was happening to him, so that's rather unfortunate. Oh, just blundered it right back. Ah, come on, Danny. Now I'm down on time, so this is going to be tough. Boom. Got it. 4-time run out. You guys know who's feeling town mode? All right. I think we have to call it here. As much as I'd like to keep playing right now, and I do feel good that I regained some of my rating points. Oh, look at that. The one and only Jan Ludwig Hammer wants to jump in on this. That would be a super epic way to end this Bullet Brawl, huh? Let's do it. This, if you don't know, is the one and only Jan Ludwig Hammer, who is, well, he's very good at chess. It's one of the things that he is. He is a few things, but Hammer is a very, very good chess player indeed. And has given me many a lesson, especially in the bullet realm over the years. Though I don't think this is that good for him. I do not think this is his best chess game ever, at least not to this point. I did have 95 last turn, but I also have it now. So, hashtag not going anywhere for a while. Oh, that blundered, or did it? Crazy Town. We have entered Crazy Town. Whoa. Oh, man. Things are getting really weird now. I am down a whole lot of pieces, everybody. But did he see this idea? I don't know, maybe he did. Quite possibly not as good as I first thought it is. If I take and then play e7, I get nothing, right? It's always good to get nothing. Nothing is something after all. Something is nothing. depending on your existential beliefs. No matter what, something is nothing. No matter how you look at it. Oh, I missed that. This was a big problem here for Sasha. I am in trouble now. Duh. That was fun. That was fun, actually. I can't go into an epic battle with you right now, Hammer. I've been doing a show for an hour and a half, okay? And I have a lot of other work to do. I know you would love me to stop everything I'm doing and let you beat the shenanigans out of me on Chess TV. I know that's what you would like, but I am unable to provide such a service today. So there. He runs his queen away. He's running. We have him on the run, everybody. He's on the run. This was not good. Okay, this was not a good one. I obviously just played terribly there. We'll do something fun. Maybe we'll get a draw. Just for kicks and gigs, we'll sack. Yeah, this is how you resign. Hammer, I can't keep playing. 90-minute show, buddy. I can't keep playing right now. I have other things to do. Okay? He never takes no for an answer. Hammer, that guy. If you speak Norwegian, Jan Ludvig Hammer is doing all kinds of Norwegian content for us now, so please check out his stuff. And if you speak any language, we're probably translating news and articles into your language. So any other language besides English, obviously. So anyway, just a fun fact for everybody, in case you want to tell your friends, tell your Spanish-speaking friends. Yeah. To Danny, say hi to Uncle Sasha, and check Alina Lashlamba for me. Sure will, buddy. You guys, they were mad that I didn't keep playing. And Red Menace says, we cannot expect Danny to play all of us all the time. You must admit it would get boring playing people so underrated than you. Well, no, it's not that. I mean, I like playing everybody. I'm not bored about it. It's just that part of the show, we play lower-rated players and do analysis and try to provide some education. And other parts of the show, I like to have fun playing and seeing if I can put together a string of wins. So I understand that, you know, it's kind of a split audience. Some people like me playing higher-rated players. Others really just want to get a game and get some analysis. So really appreciate everybody being here either way. Thanks for following our Twitch channel. Appreciation Holmes. Thanks for subscribing. We're going to do more and more subscriber shows, and I keep saying that, but I tried to start that trend of some subscriber chess today, but Slash Pants wasn't able to do it. Hashtag working. Anyway, fun all around. I really enjoyed it today. Thanks everybody. And we'll talk later. Peace out.